Hi and welcome back to Middy Explores, and today we're back in the middle of Leicester near the Great Central Railway Station in Leicester itself. So we're on Great Central Street here, and behind me is the bridge where I filmed before, and was literally the station platforms on top of what's left of them, which we've seen in a previous video, which I'll link at the end of this video. So what we're going to look at today is they've been doing loads of building work around here, as you can see behind me, and we're going to have a look to see what they've uncovered. So you can see up here, this is where the platforms used to be. So the station building itself is up there, and the platforms went over this bridge, and there's on my video you see the remains of the last platform. That's on the video I'll link at the end. So what we're doing today, we're going to look here because they're ripping loads of stuff out, and they've uncovered loads of arches and different things that haven't been seen for years. So as we see here, this used to have a building in front of it like a factory. I think I've got a photo somewhere which I'll put on the screen. But look at those arches all uncovered. So this part of the viaduct that went right the way across Leicester, and a lot of these arches were used for businesses and little shops and things, and they've been uncovering loads of it. So we've just come round for a look today to see it all. So we're going to go under the bridge now. You can see here the building that's been ripped down, and of course see all this being demolished here. I think all this is coming down here, and then we get round here, we can see up close, you can see the arches and the remains of the viaduct. Oh, great timing. The viaduct that basically went all the way across Leicester. Look at that, it's in great condition because it was part of a build, so it was covered over. So this brickwork hasn't actually seen weathering for years. I think it's all staying, it's just been uncovered. They're just clearing all this area around it. Look at those. Right, then we're going to go into the tunnel, into the bridge itself, where we'll have a look at the bridge and what a mess they've made of that. Right, so as we can see under here, this used to have, if you can see up in the top there, the white enamel finish or a glazed finish. This was just white brick all the way through. So back in the day, you can see a bit higher up there. Back when it was built, the design was the light would reflect off the walls, and then you wouldn't need lights under this bit because this is directly under the station. So anybody walking under here could see where they were going. Unfortunately, I mean, even though it is beautiful artwork, I'll be giving credit where credit's due, that looks fantastic. But they let them, as part of the Art for Leicester thing a few years back, they let them use this as a blank canvas, but it's covered up the original brickwork, which is really annoying. Well, I'll say up there, you can see it clearly up there. And when I first filmed this back in 2020, I'll try and dig out the footage. It was still all like that, so you'd actually got a proper finish. Right, it's continuing now. Look, you see this, when they covered it up with all this, I'll call it artwork, being polite, but you can see the glaze finish there on the bricks. Now this side, when I filmed here last time, this was all wasteland. So 4 years ago, this was all wasteland. It's all student flats now. There we see it. Right, so the arches have been uncovered. So a lot of the businesses there was all businesses in here last time I came. And what we're going to do is walk back that way and walk down there, which we couldn't before because it was all blocked. And we're going to walk along here, just have a quick look at how it looks now. Completely different to how it looked before. And then you see all the arches there, and I say these businesses were in, all these arches had businesses in last time I came. All these arches look fantastic when they had looked so weird last time I came. There was all cars and all sorts hanging around here. but now it's all mostly gone, I feel. Yes, yeah, it's much bigger. The arch is way bigger this side. I think they were always designed to do this, is what they're doing now. I'm not sure if all these businesses are still running. Obviously, not today, it's a Sunday, so I'm going to walk right round this and have a look. This business on the end. Now, apparently, I've uncovered some stuff this end as well, so I'm going to have a look. See, there's a train coming through that arch. Cars in here. Wow. Abandoned cars by the looks of it, near enough. I'll go around there, look at that. So this was all wasteland. When I last came down here, this was all, well, they were just building these ones, but it was wasteland. Now here is where the arches end. And originally there was a bridge here, which is long gone. We can see again. So you can see the width of the arches here as it came out the station. Of course, there wasn't just 2 tracks. There's multiple tracks, multiple sidings, multiple platforms. A little frog there. And a lot of these older buildings, the older buildings probably were still here, but as you can see here, just see the width of this here. So this is the end, and this originally went all the way across here, down here, past the canal, over the canal, all the way to what was Leicester North, I do believe, at the time, and which was a station up there which had a proper name, which I'll put on the screen. So it went all the way across here, and if you watch the video I'll link at the end, I actually walked down there and see the other bits that are surviving. There is a bit more, all the way to what I call the last arch, which is down there. Speaks for itself. But can't imagine this massive structure going all the way across Leicester, and of course now all gone. And I know I cite it often, but people who say just put the Great Central back where it was, well, you're not putting it back through here, not without spending a lot of money. Well, look at that. Right, we're going to walk up the other way and have a look at the other end. So you see there, just looking from the other side, see all the old buildings still, not many left now. They're demolishing pretty much all of them. And then we can just see up on there an old post up there, but I'm not sure what it is. I've been along there, but some of it's not accessible, so we can't get to that. But I'm not sure what that post is up there. It could be something. I might try and have a look. This side is still covered over. Apparently this is all being cleared soon, so be interesting to see how it looks. Right, so we're going to walk up the other way and see the bit I couldn't see last time. Right, so here we go again. This is, I couldn't get down here last time, so what used to be down here, I was over. And what used to be down here was a shop. And you used to get access somewhere to the Roman mosaic, which was underneath the station, which has since been moved and is now in the museum. And the shop, used to get a key out the shop to go and open the door to have a look. Now I know it's down here somewhere, but I don't know where. Wow, look at this place. So you see the arches. Unfortunately, the graffiti continues. That's an old building over there. Look at that. A lovely old building. That probably something to do with the railway back in the day. Don't know what though. That's a lovely place. And then we carry on with the arches here. So I say some of these have got businesses in, some haven't. Don't know if they're still live. But you can see the detail on the... somewhere here was an entrance to the station. Now I've got a feeling it was there. I funny feeling that's the original entrance to the station you could do from this side. I might be wrong, I'll try and find out, but I think that's it. There's somebody working down here, definitely. So if you imagine the station was on top of here, and there you can see the buildings now which go on top. That's where the station used to be, up there, and the platforms. Those. Right, let's go and film around the other side. Just a little discovery there. Look at that old lamppost. Oh yeah, I'm not using the word survivor after the last video. But look at that. And look at the arches here. Beautiful. Old drainage duct there. Right, so underneath the bridge you can see, you can make out the lines. So you've got one line here, then you've got a platform, and then you can see all the way across there, all the way down. So this is actually a massive bridge. Loads of steel work in really good condition as well. It's really quite shocking. And up close you can see the original glazed tiles up there. Which last time I'll try and find the photo out. I had some photos before they did all this artwork, and it was like this all the way through. It was totally unspoilt, which is such a shame. And then this is an old access way into the station. Obviously bolted off, so I can't get in, but this would have been an access. Probably a works access, not so much a pedestrian access. Well, look at that. Just another view of the where we started. Look at those totally unspoiled arches there. Absolutely beautiful. And this is all coming down here. And as we go around the corner, there was a business here which I think has closed down in this newish building, which I think was built 60s, 70s. This is all coming down. This is all coming down now. So I dare say I'll be back filming again at some point when sorry about any wind noise, it's just got really windy here. This was all operating when I last came, and now it's all closed down. This is all coming down, and there we see Leicester Central station there, which is now a cafe, bowling alleys and all sorts, which done a little bit of feature on. Like I say, I'll link it at the end, one of the videos at the end. See him there? You can just see, you can see the back wall. And you see through there, you can see arches as well. So this building literally went up to the arches, totally unspoiled at the back there. I can't get in, unfortunately, but look in there, look. You can see them at the back there. That original GCR brickwork looks absolutely filming the netting. Let me see, get it absolutely fantastic in there. Look at that, beautiful old brickwork. And then we keep going through here. We've got Sam and Daisy for the Sam and Daisy fans that we have. Daisy's not enjoying a town city centre walk as much as usual. Oh wow. Look in there, look. Tripod's getting in the way. Look at that. You can see them there, totally unspoilt. They are good. Shame we can't get in here. Look at that. Absolutely unspoilt there. And what I may do is keep an eye on this situation here. And as this gets ripped down, I might come down again and have another look at it. But they're uncovering so much stuff here. See anything in there? And then here, the Great Central Railway, Leicester Central, still looking absolutely glorious. As you can see it there, look, absolutely beautiful place. Oh, who's that over there? All right, yeah. So this is. Oh wow, that's an old building. Look at that sign up there. Yeah, she's all right. Long gone. Now turned into flats, I do believe, along with everything else. We go down here. Leicester Central in all its glory. It's not even open yet. They did such a good job of renovating that. So this part of the Great Central now, Leicester Central I should say, is now called Lane 7. We've just been invited in to have a look. So you can see now, dining there. Used to go up there towards the platforms, and now they've got the biggest TV screen I've ever seen. So you can see here, look, we got. It's all internal features of the old station. Arcade. Look at that, fantastic in there. And this of course used to be the waiting rooms and everything here. To the old station itself now. Beer pong, bowling alleys. It is a bit noisy. Is it locked? It's locked. Oh, it's wrong way. And then just outside again. Look at this, absolutely fantastic. It's nice it's been reused. And up there with the platforms, so you went up the stairs inside, straight onto the platforms there, and you went underneath it and on the stairs up to the individual platforms. Now all these fantastic businesses have brought it back to life. Oh yeah, it is. Some white glaze. I don't see that very often now. So there you go, some original features. So like I say, it's all with the waiting room, the ticket office, everything else will be down here. Now bowling alleys and an arcade, which is weird. Then you went under and up into whichever Right, so there we go, that was Lane 7, and thank you to all the staff there, really helpful, and let us look around and take Daisy for a walk around as well, which was really nice. Now imagine this is completely changed from back in the day. I've got some old photos of this, which I'll get the correct angle, and then we'll I have done this before, but it's just fascinating to see it still. Loads of original features survive. There you go, look at that. Great Central Railway parcels offices. And this up the top. That's all right. So then we went down there, and that's the shot right there. So if we look at that, and then I should be able to overlay a old photo, which you can see now. At least it's still alive. So here we see the mosaic that was originally, it was underneath one of the platforms, and you accessed it from the other side. You got a key from the shop. And look at this, absolutely incredible. These boards are fantastic. But there we see the view. So there's the sign for the parcels offices. There's the Great Central. There's the platforms at the back. And this is the waiting rooms, etc. And you can see there the buses dropping, trams even dropping people off. And that was all there. Wow. So that's where we were a minute ago with the flats. It comes to an end here again where it's been cut off and then it's gone. And this is where the platforms were. That's what you did here. And came up through the station, and this I believe was platform 1. I'll have to double check that. I'll put it on the screen. I think I've got a little map of it somewhere. But look at this, this is a survivor. Well, I'm sort of going over a bit of old ground here because I've filmed this before, but while I'm here, it's worth a look. So that lane 7 is directly below there. And this is where all the stuff came out. So there would have been goods sheds, etc., etc., all here. And then you came out and underneath here and onto the platforms. It's amazing it survived all these years, really. Now I've heard that when they started building lane 7 there were still timetables on the wall, but unfortunately they didn't survive. Oh, it looks like they've changed this. They're ripping us all up. You can't get to it anymore. Now down there, they're ripping all this up, so everything's changing. Down near that fence there was the remains of a platform, but I've got an awful feeling it's gone. Well, that is just the saddest thing if it is. This was all still in use when I last came. There was a lorry company up here. So the platforms literally went across here. And I think there was nothing this end, it was down there. There was still a platform left. But I think all these old buildings have been, well, these aren't that old, these were built like in the 70s. But these are all going, and then this whole part of Leicester is changing completely. Over here where the old warehouses were, a lot of the warehouses have been demolished and flats built. Not the best feeling to this area, I must be honest. I don't feel as safe as I normally do walking around Leicester, which is really sad. But that building there was a warehouse which has now been converted into flats. I don't know what they're doing up here, but this was all businesses. I'll say I'll get some stills off the old video and you'll actually see the platform. Well, I guess these are all going to get demolished. But at least the old station is safe. So this is where I'm stood now, would have been track. Daisy stood on the Great Central Railway again. No. These were all built in the 70s and 80s. Right, so thanks for watching today. That was a little walk around the Great Central Railway, Leicester Central. and what they're uncovering down the bottom there as time goes on. Now maybe I'm going to do updates on this video as we go along, because more and more stuff's going to be uncovered as they rip down that, they take down those buildings at the top and everything else. If I can gain more access, then I will, and we'll have a really good look at that old brickwork and everything else from another age, and hopefully like this it's going to be saved and used for future generations. If it's not a station, at least it's something useful. Okay, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.